Look, let me ask you something. And I really need you to seriously think about this before you say anything. Like, if someone just walked up to you right now and was like, hey, you've only got 10 years left, what would you actually change? Would you finally reach out to that person you've been avoiding? Would you quit waiting for someday and just, I don't know, finally start doing that thing you keep putting off? Honestly, would you even stop wasting hours on your phone just watching everyone else live their lives? Ugh.
Most people, when they hear that question, feel something uncomfortable. A little panic. A little sadness. Because somewhere deep inside, we already know we are not using our time the way we really want to.
And here is the truth. None of us know how much time we have. Not 10 years, not 10 months, not even 10 days. So the question is not someday. The question is today. Right now, this moment.
And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. So stay with us because this episode might just change the way you see your life. And your English is going to grow at the same time.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the Daily English Podcast, your favorite place to learn real English, easy English, everyday English, the kind of English you actually use in real life. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ava. And together we are your two English friends. Not teachers with a big stick, just two real people who genuinely want to help you grow, feel confident, and enjoy English every single day.
Exactly. No boring grammar rules today. No textbook, no tests. Just real talk, real stories, real English. And a topic today that is honestly one of the most important conversations we have ever had on this podcast.
So Andrew, before we dive in, how are you doing today? Because I feel like your energy is a little different today, a little more serious than usual.
You notice that? Yeah. Ava, I have to be honest. I woke up this morning and I just lay in bed for a while. Not because I was tired, but because I was thinking quietly about life, about time, about where the days go.
Oh, I love those kinds of mornings, actually. The quiet ones where your brain just wanders and starts asking big questions. What were you thinking about specifically?
I was thinking about my uncle. He's 68 years old. And last week I visited him and he said something that I can't stop thinking about. He said, Andrew, I blinked and 40 years passed. I blinked and my kids were grown up. I blinked and my parents were gone. Don't blink without paying attention. And Ava, that hit me so hard.
That is powerful. Don't blink without paying attention. That is honestly one of the most beautiful and scary things I've heard in a long time. Because it's true, isn't it? Life moves so fast when we are not paying attention to it.
Exactly. And that is our topic today, everyone. We are talking about don't waste your life. And before anyone feels scared by those words, we are not here to make you feel guilty or stressed. We are here to have an honest, warm, real conversation about time, about choices, about how we use our days and what it truly means to live well.
And as always, we are going to learn a ton of really useful English words and phrases along the way. So listen carefully, repeat when you can, and enjoy the conversation. This is going to be a good one.
But before we go any further, a small favor from us. If you enjoy this podcast, please click like right now. It genuinely helps us reach more English learners around the world.
And please subscribe to the Daily English Podcast so you never miss an episode. And share this one with a friend, that one friend who keeps saying, I want to learn English, but I don't know where to start. Send them this right now. It is perfect for beginners and for people who already know some English and want to go further.
And stay until the very end today because we have something special waiting for you. You are not going to want to miss it, okay? Are you ready? Let's go.
So Andrew, let's start simple and build from there. When we say, don't waste your life, what does that actually mean? Let's start with the word waste itself. Waste. Say it with us listeners, waste.
When you waste something, you use it badly. You throw it away. You get no good result from it. So for example, if I cook a huge pot of rice and then throw the whole thing in the garbage, I wasted the rice. Or if you buy a beautiful notebook, you put it on your shelf, and you never write one single word in it, you wasted the notebook. Such a sad notebook, by the way.
A very lonely notebook sitting on a shelf waiting for words that never come. But here's the important part: our life is made of time, right? Every single day is a piece of your life. Every hour is a small piece. And here is a way to think about it that I love: think of your life like a big, beautiful book. And every single day is one page in that book.
Oh, I love that. Your life is a book. So every morning when you wake up, you get one new page. A fresh, clean, empty page. And you choose what to write on it. Some days you write something exciting, you learn something new. You help someone. You laugh until your stomach hurts with people you love. And some days, the page is empty. You didn't write anything. You just waited for the day to end.
And that's not always your fault. We want to be very clear about that. Sometimes life is genuinely hard. Sometimes you are exhausted. Sometimes things happen that are completely outside your control. We are not saying every page must be perfect or full or exciting.
But the idea is this: you have a book. Your book. And your book is limited. Limited, that means it doesn't go on forever. Nobody has infinite pages. Nobody. So the question we are asking today is, how do you want to use the pages you have? What do you want your book to say?
That is a deep question. Maybe a little heavy for a Tuesday morning, but it's important. And it connects perfectly to something that happened to me recently. Can I share it?
Please, yes, tell us.
So I have a neighbor. An older woman, maybe 72 years old. Very kind, very quiet. And every single morning I see her sitting on her little balcony, just sitting. No phone, no TV, just a cup of tea and the morning air. And one day I stopped and asked her, "What are you doing out here every morning?" And she smiled and said, "I am counting my blessings. I don't have many mornings left. So I want to enjoy every single one."
That gave me chills just now. Seriously. She said, "I don't have many mornings left." And she wasn't being sad about it. She was being grateful. She was paying attention on purpose.
On purpose, that's a phrase we want to highlight. When you do something on purpose, you choose it. You decide it. It is not an accident. It's not just habit. The opposite of on purpose is by accident, or just going through life on automatic, without thinking. And I think, honestly, a lot of us waste time not because we want to, but because we are just not paying attention. We are on automatic pilot.
Yes. We wake up, check the phone, eat something, go to work, come home, watch something, go to sleep, and repeat. Day after day, week after week. And then one day you look up and think, where did the time go? And that feeling, where did the time go, can be genuinely painful.
So today, we want to help you avoid that feeling. Not by adding stress to your life. Not by making you feel like you're doing everything wrong. But by helping you become more awake to your own life. More aware, more intentional.
Awake to your life. I love that. Okay, everyone, let's get practical. Let's talk about 6 real ways people waste their lives, and what we can do instead. And as we talk, we are going to share vocabulary, phrases, and real stories so your English grows the whole time. Ready, Ava?
Ready, let's go.
Number 1, living for someday. Someday.
SOMEDAY someday.
Say it with us, someday. Someday I will travel. Someday I will learn English. Someday I will start exercising. Someday I will call that old friend I've been thinking about. Someday, someday, someday. And here's the painful truth. That day almost never comes.
Because someday is not a real day. There is no someday on the calendar. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no someday anywhere. If you say someday, you are really saying never, because you never plan it, you never schedule it, you never actually do it.
We all do this though. We have big dreams, big ideas, big goals, but we wait for the perfect time. We wait until we have more money, until we have more time, until next month, until next year, until the kids are older, until work calms down. And Ava, the perfect time almost never comes.
Almost never, because life is always busy. There is always something happening, something pulling your attention, something getting in the way. And if you keep waiting for perfect, you will wait forever. I have a personal story about this actually. When I was younger, maybe 22, I always wanted to learn to paint. Not professionally, just for fun. I thought, one day I'll buy some paints and learn. One day. And you know how long I said, one day?
How long?
5 years, Andrew. 5 years of one day. 5 years of walking past art supply stores and thinking, maybe next month. And one day I just bought the paints. I was terrible at first. Really, truly terrible. But I loved it. And I thought, why did I wait 5 years? 5 years I could have been doing something I love.
And you can never get those 5 years back. That's the thing. Time doesn't wait. And this is so deeply connected to English learning too. How many people say, I will study English seriously someday? When I have a better teacher. When I have more free time. When my schedule is less busy. But you are here right now, listening to us. That is your start. You don't need to wait for someday. Someday is already here.
Seriously, just by listening today, you are investing in yourself. Investing, investing. When you invest, you put something in now, time, energy, effort, to get something better later. You are investing in your English right now. That is not wasting your life. That is building it. So number 1, stop living for someday. Your someday starts today.
Number 2, wasting energy comparing yourself to other people.
Comparing. C-O-M-P-A-R-I-N-G.
When you compare, you look at another person and you measure yourself against them. You think they have this, I don't. They look like that, I don't. They are so successful and I'm just here. And this comparison wastes so much mental energy. The energy of your mind and your thoughts.
When you spend your energy comparing yourself to others, you have less energy for actually improving your own life. And social media, social media makes this so much worse. You open any app and you see perfect vacations, perfect bodies, perfect food, perfect relationships, perfect lives. And you sit there thinking, why isn't my life like that?
But here is the thing, Ava. What people show online is not their full life. It is their highlight reel.
Highlight reel, Highlightreel.
In sports, a highlight reel is a short video of only the best, most exciting moments. Nobody puts the boring parts in. Nobody puts the mistakes in. Nobody puts the argument from the morning or the flight delay or the bad weather on day 3 of the vacation.
Exactly. You only see the one perfect sunset photo, not the 20 bad photos before it. So when you compare your full, real, messy, complicated, beautiful life to someone else's highlight reel, you are not being fair to yourself. At all.
There's a phrase that really helped me with this, and I think about it all the time. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today. Say that again with me, everyone. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today. The only useful comparison is, am I better than I was before? Did I learn something this week that I didn't know last week? That is real progress. That is what matters.
And for our English learners, please don't compare your English to a native speaker. That is like comparing a baby learning to walk to an Olympic runner. Compare yourself to yourself from 3 months ago. Can you understand more now? Can you say things you couldn't say before? Can you follow a conversation that used to confuse you? That is real growth, and that is the only comparison that actually helps you move forward. So number 2, stop wasting energy on comparison. Look at your own progress. Celebrate it.
Number 3, spending time with people who bring you down. Bring you down. When someone brings you down, they make you feel worse about yourself. They drain your energy. They make you feel small, uncertain, tired. And the opposite, someone who lifts you up. When someone lifts you up, you feel better after spending time with them. More hopeful. More motivated. More like yourself.
Think about the people in your life right now. After you spend time with them, how do you feel? Do you feel lighter, more energized, more ready to face the day? Or do you feel heavy, tired, like something was taken from you? That feeling tells you everything.
I had a friend, I won't say the name, who always talked about problems. Every single conversation was about what was wrong. Wrong with the world, wrong with their job, wrong with their family, wrong with their neighbors, wrong with everything. And at first I tried to help. I listened carefully, I gave advice, I tried to find solutions. but nothing ever changed. They just wanted to complain. Every time, for years.
And how did that affect you over time?
After a long time, I realized, every single time I saw this person, I walked away feeling heavy and exhausted. Not because of my own problems, because I was carrying their problems too. Every time. And that is what we call draining.
DRAINAING.
When someone drains your energy goes away. Like water slowly draining from a bathtub. You start full and you end empty.
And here is the important truth. The people around you have a massive influence on your life. Influence, INFLUENCE. When something has influence, it affects you, it shapes you, it slowly changes who you are. There is an old saying, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your 5 closest people are positive, curious, hardworking, and kind, you will slowly become more like that too.
And this connects so beautifully to English learning. If you can find even one person who is also learning English, a study partner, an online friend, someone in a community, that can make the biggest difference. Someone who celebrates your small wins. Win, W-I-N. A win is a success. Even a tiny success is a win. And every small win matters more than people think. So number 3, be careful who you give your time and energy to. Choose people who lift you up. Protect your energy like it's precious, because it is.
Number 4, living without purpose. Purpose, P-U-R-P-O-S-E. When you have purpose, you know why you are doing something. You have a reason, a direction, a why. When you have no purpose, you just go through the motions. You do things because everyone else does them, not because they mean something to you, not because they bring you closer to anything you actually want.
Go through the motions, that is such a real phrase. To go through the motions means to do something without really meaning it. Without real feeling or intention. Like waking up, going to work, coming home, watching TV, going to sleep. Every single day without ever stopping to ask yourself, what do I actually want? What do I care about? What makes me feel alive?
Feel alive, I love that phrase. When you feel alive, you feel energy. You feel like you are in exactly the right place, doing exactly the right thing. And it doesn't have to be big. Purpose doesn't have to mean changing the world. It can be small and quiet and completely personal. Purpose can be, I want to be a genuinely good parent. I want to help my community. I want to learn English and connect with people from different countries and different cultures. Those are all real purposes. They matter deeply.
Here's a simple question that I think can really help people find their purpose. And I want everyone listening to actually think about this. Not just hear it, but really think. When in your life have you felt most happy? Most energized? Most like yourself? What were you doing in those moments? Maybe you were helping someone solve a problem. Maybe you were creating something with your hands. Maybe you were learning something completely new. That feeling, that aliveness is a clue. It's pointing you towards something that has real meaning for you.
And when you do more of that, when you build your days around things that feel meaningful, you stop wasting your life. Because every minute you spend on something meaningful is a minute genuinely well used. So number 4, find your purpose. Even a small one. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? And then do more of that.
Number 5, ignoring your health.
Ignoren, IGNORING.
When you ignore something, you know it's there, you can see it, but you choose not to pay attention to it. And a lot of people ignore their health completely. They eat bad food every day. They never move their body. They sleep 5 hours a night. They feel stressed all the time but do absolutely nothing about it.
And then one day, the body says enough. I'm stopping now. Because your body is like a car, Andrew. And you know this better than anyone. If you never put oil in the car, never check the engine, never stop for fuel, the car breaks down. Break down. When a car breaks down, it stops completely. And when you break down from too much stress and too little rest, you lose days. Sometimes weeks.
I know this from personal experience and I'm not embarrassed to share it. A few years ago, I was extremely busy. I worked constantly. I slept maybe 5 hours a night. I ate whatever was fast and easy. And I genuinely thought I was being so productive. Productive? Productive. When you are productive, you get a lot done. I thought I was crushing it. But after 3 months of living like that, I got seriously sick. I was in bed for almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That's so long.
2 weeks of doing absolutely nothing. No work, no progress, no movement forward. And when I finally came back, everything was behind. Everything was delayed. And I realized, by ignoring my health for 3 months, I ended up wasting more time than I ever saved. Taking care of yourself is not laziness. It is the foundation of everything else.
Foundation, F-O-N-D-A-T-O-N.
The base. The thing everything else is built on top of. If your foundation is weak, the whole building falls.
And the beautiful thing is, it doesn't have to be complicated. Drink enough water, sleep enough hours, move your body, even just a walk. Take real breaks during your day. These are small daily choices, but they add up. Add up. When small things add up, they become something big over time. So number 5, take care of your body. Your health is your most valuable resource. Protect it.
Before we wrap up, I want to say something important. And Ava helped me with this. We called this episode, Don't Waste Your Life. And I want to be careful with those words. Because sometimes people hear that and they feel pressure. Like they are not doing enough. Like they are already failing. And that is absolutely not what we mean.
Life is not a race to be productive every single second. You are allowed to rest. You are completely allowed to have a slow, quiet, gentle day. You are allowed to watch a movie just because you feel like it. You are allowed to be fully, wonderfully human. Being human means sometimes you are tired, sometimes you are sad, sometimes you just need to sit quietly and do absolutely nothing. And that is not wasting your life. That is living your life.
The difference between living and wasting is not about being busy all the time. It is about awareness. It is about choosing. When you rest and you feel peaceful and restored, that is not waste. That is necessary. When you laugh with friends and feel genuinely connected, that is not waste. That is beautiful. When you try something new and fail, that is not waste. That is learning.
Wasting your life is when you go through the motions without ever asking what you truly want. When you live someone else's life instead of your own. When you never stop to pay attention to the pages you are writing.
But you are here. You are listening. You are learning. You are showing up for yourself. And that already means you are not wasting your life. You are building it. One page at a time. One day at a time. One English word at a time. We believe that. And we believe in you.
Okay, final wrap up. Today's topic, don't waste your life. 5 ways people waste their lives. Number 1, living for someday instead of starting today. Number 2, wasting energy comparing yourself to others. Number 3, spending time with people who bring you down. Number 4, living without purpose. Number 5, ignoring your health.
And how to start living more fully. Be intentional with your time. Learn to say no to protect what matters. Learn something new every single day. Keep your curiosity alive. And our key vocabulary: waste, someday, purpose, regret, curious, intentional, invest, foundation, highlight reel, bring you down. Use them, practice them, put them in your own sentences today.
And our community question: every episode we ask one question for you to answer in the comments. And today's question is, what is one thing in your life that you want to start, but you have been saying someday about? Maybe it is learning English, and you already started today just by listening. Maybe it is a skill, a dream, a conversation you need to have, a place you want to visit. Tell us in the comments. We read every single one. And your answer might just inspire someone else to start too. Write it in English if you can, even one sentence is enough. You can do this. And if this episode helped you, if you felt something, learned something, smiled even once, please click like, please subscribe to the Daily English Podcast, and share this episode with one person who needs to hear it today.
You didn't waste this time. You invested it. In your English, in yourself, in your life. And we are genuinely so proud of you for being here.
This was the Daily English Podcast with Andrew and Ava. Until next time, live on purpose, keep learning, and please be very kind to yourself.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye, take care. Your progress doesn't stop here, click the next video. We have more English conversations, more real stories, and more phrases for your daily life waiting for you right now.